Welcome, everyone. Good evening, parents, families, Galvin staff, invited guests, and the most important group, the Galvin's Moving On class of 2019. Welcome to the Galvin Middle School 8th grade Moving On ceremony. It's our pleasure tonight to honor the 8th graders who make up this future high school graduating class of 2023. In the past 4 years, we have participated in countless activities, but most importantly, we've prepared ourselves for the years ahead through our experiences, friendships, successes, and overcoming our challenges. To begin tonight's program, we would like you to stand together with us in the salute to the flag, and please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner, which will be sung by one of our classmates, Ariel Emery. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to our 7th grade band and to Ariel for that performance. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Adam Colantoni, principal of the Galvin Middle School.
How about another round of applause for Ariel? That was amazing. School committee members, Superintendent Lyons, fellow Galvin colleagues, parents, family members, guests, and most importantly, 8th graders, welcome to the Moving On ceremony of 2023, class of 2023. So this is a pretty impressive turnout. Not sure if we even had more people at graduation a few weeks ago. And I think this reflects the strength of our Wakefield community. I'm just sitting here, I'm in awe of how many people have turned out to support our 8th graders. So I think a big round of applause for our Wakefield community just being here tonight. So organizing an event like tonight requires the efforts of many. I'd like to thank the following people who helped make tonight possible. Thank you to the high school administration for allowing our students to practice here today. Thank you to the custodial teams at the high school and Galvin for their work behind the scenes to set up this field house. And thank you to the GMS office staff, Paula Noble, Trish Delano, and Leah Turfrey, for all their behind-the-scenes efforts to get us ready for this moment. Thank you to all. Lastly, thank you all the parents and family members around the field house tonight who've joined us. Getting our 8th grades ready for this moment requires a strong partnership between school and home at the middle school level. I appreciate our work together the last 4 years. All the meetings, the phone calls, the emails, the difficult conversations we've had. I appreciate the commitment it takes on your end to reach this point. Tonight's just as much a celebration and moving on for you. So thank you for being here. So, to our 8th graders, here we are. Your career at the Galvin is coming to an end. At times, it's felt like a quick 4 years, and other times, not so much. This year, the Moving On ceremony holds a special place in my mind and my heart. This group of 8th graders here is my first class I've had the opportunity to spend 4 years together with. We both started this journey when you started as 5th graders, and I came back to be the principal of the Galvin. I've watched you grow up over these last 4 years, beginning with your first day at the ice cream social back in 5th grade. You were scared, excited, nervous, a little unsure of things, and lost in a big building. Tonight, as you sit here, you may have those same feelings about going into high school that you did entering 5th grade. That's to be expected. But the difference is you've grown into amazing young adults who are ready to take on the world. Each of you have developed your own unique talents, strengths, and most of all, your own unique personalities. And there are a lot of personalities in this crowd tonight. You've grown and learned much, but you're not the only ones. Over these years, you've helped me learn and grow equally. Every challenge we've overcome together, every problem we've solved together, and every conversation that we've had together, I've learned just as much from you. You've made me a better person and a better principal, and I want to thank you for this gift. You'll always be in that first classroom we're growing together with. And although I'll miss you next year, I'm more excited to see who you'll become the next 4 years of high school. So tonight, 8th graders, we celebrate you moving on from the Galvin Middle School. But as this time ends, I want to ask you a few questions. And I asked you these earlier today when we practiced. Tonight's a moving on ceremony. What are you moving on from? What life lessons are you going to take with you? What are you moving to next year? How has your time at the Galvin prepared you? And who are you moving on from? Who was the 5th grade teacher that made you feel safe and welcomed at the Galvin? Who was the specialist teacher that discovered your talents you didn't know existed? Who was the paraprofessional who quietly helped you every day in the classroom? Who was the counselor that was there every day to listen and guide you? Who would you want to say thank you to, and how will you say it? These are powerful questions to ask yourself tonight, in the coming days, and as you move on in life anytime. I want to end with a quote from my favorite author and historian, David McCullough. Climb the mountain not to plant your flag, but to embrace the challenge. Enjoy the air and behold the view. Climb it so you can see the world, not so the world can see you. To our graduating 8th graders, our teachers and family members have prepared you to climb this mountain in the next chapter of your life. Embrace the climb and the challenges. The reward is not always reaching the top, but the hard work you put in along the way. So I wish you nothing but the best. It's been an honor and a privilege to be your principal the last 4 years. And one last time, I want to say these words to you. Do the right thing and take care of one another. Thank you.
Thank you. I would now like to invite the Galvin administration to come up and make the special awards presentations.
The following awards are a special tradition at our moving on ceremony and not presented in any particular order. Each year, our staff gets together to discuss and nominate an 8th grader to receive each of these awards. These are difficult conversations because so many of our 8th graders have demonstrated the qualities of each of these awards. The first award to be presented tonight is the Bilardo Award. Lance Corporal Anthony Bilardo was a graduate of Wakefield High School who went on to serve in the Marine Corps. In March of 1966, he became the first casualty of the Vietnam War from Wakefield. He was only 21 years of age when he was killed. The Anthony Bilardo Award is given to a student who has demonstrated outstanding citizenship and has made selfless contributions to our school. This award symbolizes our core values of integrity, serving our community, and personal excellence. Along with the award plaque, the recipient will receive a sketch of Lance Corporal Bilardo's name that was pencil etched by the grand niece of Anthony Bilardo. Angeliana Bilardo traveled with our 8th graders recently when we visited the Vietnam War Memorial in Washington, D.C., and she had the opportunity and honor to pay her respects to her great uncle. Can Angeliana join me at the podium at this time? She's going to present this to our winner. This year, the award goes to a student whose teachers have described him as an exceptional young man. He is a responsible student in the classroom, the first to jump in and help his peers, and often the first to have the courage to try and answer a difficult question. He treats his classmates with respect and kindness and encourages others to do the same. He is a positive force at the Galvin and has a fun sense of humor. He participates in the band and chorus and is a go-to for any leadership opportunity within our school. This year, he was our school's Project 351 ambassador, representing our middle school among 351 other 8th graders from across the state. Outside of school, he is currently working with town officials as he progresses towards an Eagle Scout ranking through designing and enhancing a dog park area for the residents of Wakefield. His smile and energy are contagious, and he is a walking example of our school's core values. We can't wait to hear about all the great things he will continue to accomplish when he leaves the Galvin. This year's Anthony G. Bilardo Award recipient goes to Spencer Little.
Our next award is the Stephen J. Turner Award, and I would like to invite Stephen's wife, Diane, to join us for this presentation. Steve Turner was a beloved member of the Galvin Middle School faculty. He worked with those students who faced significant challenges in their lives. Steve fiercely advocated for and never gave up on these students. He helped students overcome obstacles and grow into mature, poised, and resilient young people. To see the growth these students made from Steve's guidance was truly remarkable. He was a mentor, a coach, a teacher, and trusted adult to young people who needed one most. Steve lost his battle with cancer in March 2001 at the age of 49. As a tribute to the lasting impact Steve made on the Galvin, the rock wall in our Galvin gym was proudly named after him. When we opened the new school, the staff here did not rest until the rock wall sign came from the old gym, a testament to the impact Steve had on his colleagues. The Stephen J. Turner Award is given each year to a student who has demonstrated exceptional growth and achievement while overcoming challenges. This year's recipient is a young man who has grown tremendously during his time at the Galvin. When I hear the words mature, poised, and resilient, this student immediately comes to mind. Every day at lunch, he takes it upon himself to hold the door open for all of his classmates. Many of them will kindly say thanks to him or give him a fist bump as they walk by in appreciation. Where he was once quiet and reserved, he has developed into a confident, well-spoken, and involved member of the GMS community, often stepping outside of his comfort zone to make the most of middle school life, contributing to our youth action team, student council, and TV media club. He never hesitates to lend a helping hand to a fellow student or teacher and brings so much joy to our Galvin Middle School community. I am honored to present this year's Stephen J. Turner Award to Matthew O'Connor.
So the next award that we hand out is a Dr. Paula Mullen Award. For those of you who are not familiar with Dr. Mullen, she was a longtime principal here at the Galvin Middle School. She hired me about 10 years ago to be an assistant principal, and I worked alongside Therese Chair Music, who I'm going to call up in a minute to present this award. Therese was the other assistant principal, and I had the pleasure, the honor, and the privilege to work with Paula and Therese. Although it was a short time, it was a powerful time, and Dr. Mullen made quite an impact on my life. She was a friend, a mentor, and a boss all in one, and I thank where I am in my career to her guidance. So this is a special award to me, but I want to introduce Therese Chair Music.
Thank you, Mr. Colantoni. This is Mr. Colantoni's first class. This is the last class that I welcomed into 5th grade before I retired. When I came back this year to fill in a little bit, it was such a pleasure to see you all grown up and ready to go. So proud of you all. And I'm delighted to be here tonight to present this award for my mentor and my very dear friend, Dr. Paula Mullen. She started out as the athletic director for Wakefield High School, went on to become the assistant principal at the Galvin Middle School, and finally the principal of the Galvin Middle School. Paula lived with cancer for 19 years. She never complained. She never gave up. She came to work every day. Some days she came from treatment. She persevered. She was an example for all of us. She came to school every day because she loved the Galvin Middle School kids. They energized her, and they just were everything to her. I believe that Dr. Mullen would have loved this year's recipient of the Dr. Mullen Award. I can't think of a better person to get it. Like Dr. Mullen, this student demonstrates a spirit for life. This student has already experienced more difficulty in a short period of time than most of us will ever experience in our lifetime. Despite this enormous personal challenge, the student arrives at school every day with a smile and a positive attitude. His great sense of humor and his radiant smile endear him to all. This year's recipient is the epitome of the Dr. Mullen Award, given honoring spirit, perseverance, and a positive attitude, and I am thrilled and honored to present it to Joey Boudreau.
That was pretty awesome. Congratulations, Joe. The last award of the evening is the John Rogers Galvin Award. And over the last few years, I've really spent time learning about General Galvin and his impact not just in Wakefield, but on a global level. General Galvin grew up in Wakefield, right on Pleasant Street, and after graduating from Wakefield High School in 1947, he served in the Massachusetts Army National Guard before being accepted to West Point. General Galvin rose through the ranks in the United States Army to become a prestigious 4-star general. Something that I learned, in the history of the United States Army, there have only been 232 4-star generals, dating back to the very first 4-star general, George Washington. In addition to his brilliant military career, General Galvin also had an equally impressive academic career. He was an accomplished writer, author, and professor, and earned a master's degree in English from Columbia University. Later on, he taught English literature and writing at West Point and authored 4 books that are on display in our lobby. In the early 90s, myself included, many of us went to Wakefield Junior High School before it was renamed the Galvin Middle School in recognition of his impressive life accomplishments and his commitment and loyalty to the community of Wakefield. General Galvin spoke about our school being named after him. He said, "I'm honored and grateful to have the Galvin Middle School named for me. I'm a product of the Wakefield public system. The friendships and values I acquired there have sustained me through my life and career. I hope that every student who passes through the Galvin Middle School will be inspired and educated to, in the words of the great Army slogan, be all you can be." General Galvin passed away in September of 2015 at the age of 86, and his final resting place is in Arlington National Cemetery. Many of our 8th graders had the special opportunity to visit this resting site a few weeks ago, and one of our students was selected to lay a wreath at his burial site. The John Rogers Galvin Award is given to a student as it consistently demonstrated our school's core values of integrity and excellence, and also combined with maintaining the highest grade point average over these past 4 years. This year's recipient has earned high honors for 8 straight marking periods. In addition to academic excellence, this student has displayed remarkable consistency over the last 4 years of keeping a positive attitude and finding the best in every situation. This student has blossomed into a talented musician in our music program, participates on our math team, takes part in after-school activities, and competes at a high level on the athletic fields. At times, the student had to overcome injuries and adversity, but always kept a smile and worked hard. When I think about this student, I think of everyday leadership. I think of the quiet confidence this student carries around, and I think of leading by example. What also makes this award so special this year is that before any of us even knew who would be winning the Galvin Award, this student was chosen to lay the wreath at General Galvin's resting place. She was asked to do so because of her commitment to our school's core values of integrity, personal excellence, and everyday leadership. At the time, she had no idea she was going to win this award, and the applause that she received immediately from her peers made it very clear how much respect she's earned. I am pleased and honored to present the 2019 John Rogers Galvin Award to Molly Bernardo.
Thank you, Galvin administration. I would now like to introduce the 6th and 7th grade chamber chorus. They will be performing a song titled "There is Peace."
Inside our hearts. Colantoni, Mr. Tetral, and Mrs. Coyne to present the Grade 8 Certificates of Completion.
Thomas Ahern, Jack Ahern, Andrew Almquist, David Amioni, John Antonucci, Maria Arangio, Paige Arkanstal, Anthony Aria, Jessica Offrey, Alexandra Baldwin, Samuel Bankston, Matthew Barbera, Drew Barrett, Gavin Bears, Alexander Bedrosian. Molly Baronato, Andrew Bianchini, Isabella Burcham, Jaden Blake, Marvin Blanco, Noah Bonacera, Joseph Boudreau, Kylie Boyle, Bridget Breda, Finton Brennan, Erin Bree, Dylan Buccelli, Isabel Buckley, Benjamin Burdetsky, Kendall Burke. Lindsay Burke, Sadie Burrows, Paige Butland, Liam Buys, Emma Callahan, Justin Carino, Ryan Carroll, Ashley Carter, Christian Carter, Brian Casey, Chloe Caswell, Justin Che, Nicholas Sheffro, Ajani Charizme, Nicholas Shiros. Joseph Colleton, Marcus Conti, Amanda Courtwright, Jonathan Courtwright, Ethan Crespo, Kenneth Cribby, John Crowley, Oisin Cullen, John Curran, Maxwell Cusack, John D'Alessandro, Philip DeLeva, Hannah Dallenbach, Stephen Day, Dominic DeAngelis. Megan DeCourcy, Joy DeFendre, Robert DeFeo, Eric DeFranca, Christian Delgado, Nathan Delgado, Rhea DeSimone, Jonathan DeFrena, Joseph DeMella, Dylan DePietro, Ian Dixon, Sean Doherty, Cara Donato, Amaya Driggers, Alexander Driscoll. Lily Duvall, Matthew Elwell, Zachary Emerson, Ariel Emery, Brian Fabry, Brooke Fahey, John Faulkner, Emma Fitzgerald, Abby Fitzpatrick, Mia Forty, Derek Freesia, Nathan Garwork, Kiara Jermiel, Anthony Giordano, Olivia Goff. Timothy Gordon, Carly Graham, Sebastian Grantham, Thomas Grover, Caroline Guanci, Marcus Guida, Ava Gustafson, Robert Hagopian, Samuel Halprin, Regan Hammersley, Marissa Hayes, Jason Henning, Anaya Hernandez, Daniel Herrick, Charlotte Hill. Harris Hodzik, Sean Hogan, Krista Imbriano, Anya Jacob, Devin Jellison, Caden Johnson, Millie Johnson, Leith Jones, Catherine Jerzak, Vincent Kaderis, Emma Kane, Ryan Kavanaugh, Lucas Kehoe, Madison Kelly. Rachel Kent, Mary Kerrigan, Yafet Kadane, Anissa Connie, Charles Kowal, Sophia Leboy, Benjamin Lamar, Amy Lee, Colby Lee, Ariana Lichardi, Fevin Lillet, Eric Linkvist, Spencer Little, David Lococo, Sydney Lombardi. Maxwell McDonald's, Paige McGibbon, Erin Mackey, Charlotte McGee, Ari Malone, Dia Mann, Ethan Margolis, Thomas Markham, Austin Marshall, James Martini, Rochelle Martoni, Nicholas Matosic, Seth McCall, Matthew McCoy, Daniel McDermott. Nicholas McDonough, Shane McLaughlin, Daniel McNeil, William McTighe, Jade Medina, Abigail Medor, Caroline Melanson, Summer Milski, Rowan Mondello, Sydney Moon, Molly Morris, Vivian Model, Caden Monroe, Sarah Nemick, Madison Nett. Jason Noble, Mia Norgase, Matthew O'Connor, Nicole Aubert, Nathaniel O'Terry, Nicholas Patchy, Jessica Pan, Ria Patel, Peter Patrica, Maya Plants, John Porter, Jaden Puccio, Sarah Pudva, Mark Rainville. John Regan, Philip Renzulo, Owen Riddell, William Riley, Michael Rivers, Nadeem Risk, Caroline Roberts, Sabrina Rogers, Elizabeth Roos, Jenna Rossi, Charlotte Rossiconi, Liz Marie Ruiz, Dante Russo, Serena Ryan, Valeria Sabov. Dion Saka, Ryan Salih, Angel Salvo, Nicholas Santilli, Zachary Sartori, Emma Scalzo, Sophia Scalzo, Juliana Sharafa, Evan Skerry, Andrew Skirmerhorn, Samuel Schools, Isabella Schwartzberg, Jillian Schwartzberg, Grace Seabury, Sophie Seidman. Kaylin Shepard, Emma Shinny, Charles Schvetz, Chloe Silva, Luca Simeon, William Simpson, Otis Singvi, Andreas Safronis, Anthony Sorrentino, Macy Story, Benjamin Stratton, Dakota Streeter, Kaylee Sweeney, Kai Sweetland, Megan Taggart. Catherine Taylor, Logan Terrio, Aiden Timmons, Ryan Tracy, Taylor Vader, Ava Vaughn, Angeliana Bilardo, Mateo Ventura, Emily Vicente, Yesmi Vicente, Morgan Vieira, Grace Wallace, Liam Warren, Olivia Warren. James Wastafaro, Kevin Weber, Russell Whalen, Molly Winnicky, Michael Wilkinson, Javen Willis, Finnegan Wilson, Jackson Wyatt, Cameron Weiner, Jessica Yanakopoulos, Savannah Zayas Olmedo, and Vienna Joe. Final round of applause for all of our wonderful graduates.
It has been a pleasure having all of you with us tonight to honor the 8th grade class. We cannot thank you enough for being there for us. To our teachers, thank you for the countless hours you have spent supporting us in our growth throughout middle school. To our families, thank you all for all you have sacrificed. We could not have made it this far without you. This future graduating class of 2023 is full of gratitude for everything you have done. This concludes our event for tonight. We hope everyone has a wonderful summer, and congratulations to the 8th graders. We did it! We have officially moved on from the Galvin Middle School. Good night and drive safe.